I am Marvin Houston, and this is Houston, We Have a Problem.
Welcome to Marvin Houston, We Have a Problem. And I'm your host, Marvin Houston. Get ready to be inspired, challenged, and enlightened, and so much more. On this week of Marvin Houston, We Have a Problem, today's special guest is celebrity makeup artist Kelvin Myers.
So let's get to know who you are, Kelvin. So this is really uncomfortable for him, you guys, but we're going to talk about it anyway, okay? So Kelvin, I know personally that makeup is not your only passion. Let's talk about some of the passions that you have. Here we go, y'all.
I have many. Makeup just happens to be one of my primary passions, but it definitely is a vehicle that's going to help drive me and get me to where I want to be and achieve some of my other goals. So I write plays, I write shows, I produce shows, I love hair, I love makeup, of course, I love food. So yeah,
I do too.
I want to eventually have my own restaurant and dinner theater.
And I know that you like fashion too.
I love fashion and I love costuming and theater and anything that has to do with the arts. I'm a fan of, and I have a passion for. I have a passion for helping people. I have a passion for us growing and evolving to be our best selves. So yeah.
So do I. So how can someone know that they're walking in their purpose? How did you know that makeup was your calling or your thing? How did you come to know or discover that?
That's it's a funny story. It's actually a long story, but I'm gonna try to make it short.
Okay.
So in 2001, when I got laid off, I used to be an engineer for a telecommunication transmission company, and I was out of work for maybe like 5 months. But before I actually got laid off, I'd already started freelancing. I was already very interested in makeup and buying books and magazines and doing makeup for free and all of that stuff. So about maybe the third month of being laid off, and none of the people that got laid off with me had found jobs. So I was at my computer one night, and I had gotten a phone call from the young lady or a manager that worked for Mac, and she said, "Kelvin, I know that you're not working right now, and everybody here loves you. We would love to have you here at the counter full time."
Wow.
And I was like, no, girl. I can't do that. I know what you guys made, coming from what I made.
As an engineer.
As a salary, as an engineer, and being a retail artist, I was just like, no. It was something that I did because I wanted to. It was a hobby for me. I had not taken it seriously as a career. But I went to my computer that evening after getting off the phone with her, and I think everything is in divine order.
Yes.
And so I was just, scrolling through my email, and there was a random email that said, "How do you know what it is that you should be doing? Answer 5 questions."
Wow.
We'll be right back after these messages. Have you been certified in mental health first aid? Well, just as CPR helps you assist an individual having a heart attack, mental health first aid helps you assist someone experiencing a mental health or substance use related crisis. In the Mental Health First Aid course, you learn risk factors and warning signs for mental health and addiction concerns, strategies for how to help someone in both crisis and non-crisis situations, and where to turn for help. For more information or how to become certified in Mental Health First Aid, go to marvinhouston.com for more details.
And so I was just, scrolling through my email, and there was a random email that said, "How do you know what it is that you should be doing? Answer 5 questions."
Wow.
And the questions are what you would do and do it for free. What you would do even when you don't feel well, what you do even when you're tired, what you do and you don't think about eating, and what you do even that takes your mind off of your problems. So the thing that I had to really think about was anything that had to do with makeup, or fashion, or being a creative took my mind off of my issues. at work, when I was an engineer, I would get to the office at 8 o'clock in the morning. By 11:30, I was ready to go to lunch. When I came back from lunch, by 3:30, I was trying to leave when I really wasn't supposed to leave until 5. I was trying to figure out a way to get to the gym. When I worked for Mac and we would do those events out in the middle of the mall, I had to really think about it. We would be jam-packed all day. And we would get maybe like a 15-minute break. And it didn't bother me because I was in love with doing makeup. I was in love with creating. I was in love with transforming. I was in love with the reactions that the women would give me when they would look in the mirror and they would see their face. And it was like, Eureka.
Yeah.
That's it. So I prayed that very same night. I said, Lord, whatever is in your will for my life, let it be done. I know if I'm in your will, then I'll be okay. I may not make the money that I used to make, but I'll be taken care of, and that's fine with me. The very next morning, she called me again, and she said, this is the last time I'm calling you, Kelvin. I took the job, and I've been a makeup artist ever since.
Wow, that's important. What you said, if you're willing to do it for free, less money, that's when you kind of know that that's your passion. That's what you're called to do. That's awesome. So, I had another question for you. So, something that you just said that you felt as though this was the best decision you have ever made in life. Tell us about that.
It has been. So many times when you leave a very rural town that I grew up in, I grew up on a horse farm. And
You don't even know that.
and yeah, I grew up on a horse farm. I ride horses and the whole nine. And I came to Atlanta, and I just was able to discover so many things about myself, but I was very unsure about a lot of things. When I began to take makeup very seriously, it took me on a course that opened up so many avenues for me and so many opportunities, and things begin to fall in line and into play. And it made my life a lot more positive. It made me feel, I don't know if I want to say I began to fit in, but I found a community that was more like me. That's what I want to say. And so it has created opportunities for me financially. Travel-wise, I've been able to travel all over the world. I've met some of the best people, some of the greatest people that you would ever want to meet. And I've just had some amazing opportunities and experiences. And if I had never taken the time or the courage to step out on faith and make this faith walk, I don't know that I would have had those experiences.
For more information on mental health or how to support someone with mental health challenges, go to www.marvinhouston.com. Coming up next week on Marvin Houston, we have a problem. So you said that this was a faith walk, this whole thing, it was destined for you. Why do you feel that?
I feel that this was a faith walk because it took just that.